Hello there. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that can make a real difference in how you approach your water features. The age-old question of concrete versus earth ponds. It's a decision that impacts everything from aesthetics and maintenance to the health of your aquatic life. We'll explore the strengths and considerations of each, helping you make the most informed choice for your unique vision. Let's start by understanding what makes a pond truly thrive. It's not just about holding water, it's about creating a balanced ecosystem, a beautiful focal point, and a space that brings you joy. When we talk about concrete ponds, we're often thinking about structures that are built to last, offering a high degree of control over their design and longevity. The primary advantage of a concrete pond lies in its durability and structural integrity. When properly constructed, a concrete pond can withstand the test of time, resisting leaks and structural shifts that might plague other pond types. This inherent strength means fewer worries about water loss and a more stable environment for your fish and plants. The design flexibility offered by concrete is another significant draw. You can sculpt it into virtually any shape or size imaginable, from intricate multi-tiered designs to sleek modern water features. This allows for a truly custom aesthetic that can seamlessly integrate with your landscape. Imagine a pond that perfectly mirrors the contours of your garden, or one with built-in seating areas and cascading waterfalls. Concrete makes these ambitious designs achievable. Furthermore, concrete ponds are generally easier to clean and maintain in terms of algae control. The smooth, non-porous surface of concrete doesn't provide as many nooks and crannies for algae to cling to compared to the rougher textures of some other pond liners. This can translate to less scrubbing and a clearer water appearance, which many pond owners find highly desirable. However, it's important to acknowledge that building a concrete pond is a significant undertaking. The initial cost can be higher due to the materials and labor involved. It requires professional expertise to ensure proper reinforcement, curing, and sealing to prevent cracks and leaks. The curing process itself can take time, meaning you might have to wait a bit longer before your pond is ready to be filled and enjoyed. Another consideration is the pH of concrete. Fresh concrete can leach alkaline substances into the water, which can be harmful to fish and plants. This requires careful monitoring and potentially pH balancing treatments before introducing aquatic life. While concrete offers excellent durability, it's not entirely immune to cracking over time, especially with significant ground movement or freeze-thaw cycles in colder climates. Regular inspections and potential repairs are still part of responsible concrete pond ownership. Now, let's turn our attention to earth ponds, often referred to as natural ponds or wildlife ponds. These are typically created by excavating a hole in the ground and lining it with a flexible material, most commonly EPDM rubber liner or PVC. The beauty of an earth pond often lies in its natural, organic aesthetic. They tend to blend seamlessly into the landscape, creating a serene and inviting habitat for local wildlife. The initial cost of an earth pond is often considerably lower than that of a concrete pond, making it a more accessible option for many. The excavation process is relatively straightforward, and the lining installation, while requiring care, is generally less complex than concrete work. One of the most compelling aspects of earth ponds is their ability to foster a rich and diverse ecosystem. The natural contours and varied depths can create microhabitats that support a wide array of aquatic plants, insects, amphibians, and even birds. They become vibrant hubs of biodiversity, offering a wonderful opportunity to observe nature up close. For those seeking a more hands-off approach to pond maintenance, earth ponds can be very rewarding. Once established, they can become largely self-sustaining, with plants playing a crucial role in filtering the water and maintaining its clarity. The natural filtration provided by aquatic plants is a cornerstone of a healthy earth pond ecosystem. However, earth ponds do come with their own set of considerations. The primary concern is the potential for leaks. While modern liners are very durable, they can be susceptible to punctures from sharp objects, animal activity, or even root intrusion from nearby trees. Careful site selection and proper installation are paramount to minimizing these risks. The lifespan of a liner can also be a factor, with EPDM liners typically lasting longer than PVC. Another challenge can be controlling algae. The more natural textured surfaces of an earth pond can sometimes provide more surfaces for algae to grow. This often requires a more proactive approach to plant management and potentially the use of beneficial bacteria to maintain water clarity. When it comes to wildlife, while earth ponds are excellent at attracting it, this can also present challenges. For instance, herons or raccoons might see your pond as a convenient buffet. While this is a natural part of the ecosystem, it's something to be aware of if you're keeping ornamental fish. The excavation process for an earth pond also means you'll need to consider soil stability and drainage. If your soil is very sandy or prone to erosion, you might need to take extra steps to ensure the pond walls remain stable. Let's delve deeper into the practicalities. For a concrete pond, the construction process typically involves digging the pond shape, installing rebar for reinforcement, pouring the concrete, and then allowing it to cure properly. This curing process is critical. It's not just about drying, but about the chemical hardening of the concrete. Rushing this can lead to a weaker structure. Once cured, the concrete is often sealed to make it watertight and to prevent any leaching of chemicals. The maintenance of a concrete pond often involves occasional scrubbing of the surfaces to remove any algae or debris. The smooth surface makes this relatively straightforward. Water testing is also important, especially in the initial stages, to ensure the pH is stable and suitable for aquatic life. For an earth pond, the process begins with selecting a suitable location. Ideally, this is an area that receives adequate sunlight for plant growth, but isn't constantly bombarded by falling leaves from overhanging trees. The excavation is then carried out, creating the desired shape and depth. The key is to ensure the base is smooth and free of any sharp objects that could puncture the liner. The liner is then carefully laid, with folds and pleats managed to create a natural look. Once the liner is in place, the pond is filled with water and the edges are secured, often with rocks or soil. Maintenance for an earth pond focuses on managing plant growth, ensuring the liner is protected, and monitoring water quality. Beneficial bacteria can be a great asset in maintaining the health of an earth pond. When considering the long-term investment, it's a balance between upfront costs and ongoing expenses. A concrete pond might have a higher initial outlay, but its longevity and reduced risk of major repairs could make it more cost-effective over decades. An earth pond with its lower initial cost might require more attention to liner maintenance and potential replacement over its lifespan. The choice between concrete and earth ponds ultimately hinges on your priorities. If your primary goal is a highly customized, architecturally integrated water feature with exceptional durability and ease of algae control, a concrete pond might be the ideal solution. It offers a level of design freedom and structural permanence that is hard to match. On the other hand, if you're drawn to the idea of a natural, wildlife-friendly oasis that blends seamlessly with your garden and offers a more budget-friendly entry point, an earth pond is a wonderful choice. It provides a haven for biodiversity and can be a truly enchanting addition to your outdoor space. It's also worth noting that hybrid approaches exist. Some pond designs incorporate elements of both, perhaps using concrete for structural elements like waterfalls or retaining walls while using a liner for the main body of the pond. This can offer a way to leverage the strengths of each material. Ultimately, the better option is the one that best aligns with your vision, your budget, and your commitment to pond care. Both concrete and earth ponds, when thoughtfully designed and maintained, can bring immense beauty and tranquility to your life. Take the time to consider what you want your pond to be, a sculpted masterpiece or a natural sanctuary, and let that guide your decision. Thank you for joining me today as we explored the fascinating world of pond construction. I hope this detailed look at concrete versus earth ponds has provided you with valuable insights. If you found this information helpful, please consider following for more tips and explorations into creating beautiful and thriving outdoor spaces.